All right. All right. It's day 9. We are blowing past this month. You guys are doing fantastic. I am super, super excited to see everybody's participation and seeing everybody cheering each other on in the group. They're doing amazing work. And coaches have been bringing you guys some great exercises, great variety of stuff for you to do. I'm learning a lot. I'm adding some stuff to my workouts because of things that everyone's suggesting. So I hope you guys are doing well. So we're in day 9, and I've got another workout here. Green egg today, green eggs and ham for the day 9. Let's see what the eggs are going to provide us today. See what our workout is going to be. Let's see here. All right. My favorite kind of workout. This is my specialty. I love these workouts. If you join me for my live classes, I actually teach 2 of these classes every week. These are called HIIT classes. HIIT classes stands for high intensity interval training. For me, HIIT workouts are the best way for me to stay healthy and fit. I no longer can lift heavy weights because of my body. I beat my body up too much over the years, so I can't lift really heavy weights. And I also cannot run or do lots of big cardio because of my knees and my ankles. And again, my body has taken a beating. So HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training, is a slight kind of hybrid between the two. It means we work the body part, we work the intensity of the body part, but we do it at a higher rate of interval. We do it at a faster pace. We take less time between each set to cool down, so our heart rate stays pretty steady. And the objective behind a HIIT workout is to elevate the heart rate to a level where you can still talk, you can still breathe normally, but your heart rate is elevated, and you want to sustain that for a good period of time. So a good 30, 45 minutes of solid work is a great way to do a HIIT interval workout. So we have 3 exercises, and they're compound exercises. So that means not just 3 exercises. We're actually doing 5 or 6 with these 3. And it's a combination workout. Okay. What that means is that we're going to be doing a body part strength training combined with a cardio element. So doing both pieces, a strength training and a cardio element. Now, our first set is one that I really enjoy. Now, I'm going to grab a piece of equipment for this one. You don't have to have the equipment. You don't need anything for this, but I'm going to grab one of my regular bands down here. This is my lightest band I've got. I'll demonstrate this exercise first with the band and then without. So if you have a band or a set of small hand weights, they can be 3 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever it is you want to do. It could be even larger. Some of us can do more, but right now I just want to do some basic stuff. So this first exercise is a squat and overhead press combination. Okay, squat and overhead press. Looks like this. So basically, my legs shoulder width apart, toes slightly to the outside. I've got the weights here in my hand, or my bands here in my hand. My elbows are just to the outside, completely unloaded here. So we're going to do a squat and an overhead press. Now, we've done these before. Squat, overhead press, 2 distinct elements. Squat, overhead press, squat, overhead press. Now, that's your basic element. That's your first exercise. Your first strength training. We're going to combine that with a cardio set. And this set, it's going to be jumping jacks, basic jumping jacks, squat, overhead press, and then jumping jacks, basic jumping jacks. And I'll give you some tips on the jumping jacks. If you're just starting out, you might want to keep this in a low pace. So a side jack is a great option. A side jack here. The hard point of the jack is that the arms are full length. That gets that heart rate moving. Pick up the pace, keep it going. If you want to do a regular jumping jack, and maybe you haven't done them in years, but you want to try, be careful with the knees and the ankles and the lower back. So start off doing what I call a double jack. It goes bounce, 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 bounce. The bounces force you to keep your knees and feet soft. So if you're bouncing, you're never locking your knees out, okay? That keeps it nice and soft. And then ultimately you can do a full-on jumping jack of your choice. So the first exercise grouping, squat, overhead press, and jumping jack. Squat, overhead press, and jumping jack, okay? That's your first set. I suggest on these HIIT interval classes, HIIT interval workouts, that you do 8 to 10, maybe 12 of the squat overhead presses, squat overhead press for 8 to 10 to 12, and then do 30-second jumping jacks. 30-second jumping jacks. That's your first interval. Okay. See how that works. Take a little break, grab your water, catch your breath, and move on. The second grouping of exercises is going to be a little more difficult for people. This is going to challenge you. I mean, we're on day 9. We need to work at, push ourselves. It's called an inchworm, and we're mixing in a mountain climber with it. 2 exercises put together in one. So the inchworm, I'll demonstrate the inchworm first. I'll throw in the mountain climber, and then I'll show you modification. I'll do this from the side. It's a little easier. So the inchworm starts here, standing position. You're going to bend over, hinging at the hips, all the way down to the floor. The hands walk all the way out to a plank position. And then we're going to add in the mountain climber. So the mountain climber is here, couple of steps, and then you're pushing back up into your inchworm. So that's your inchworm mountain climber. 2 different exercises, inchworm down. Then you're going to do a couple of steps in that mountain climber. Maybe it's 3 or 4 steps, and then inchworm back. Okay. 2 exercises mixed in one. I would suggest doing those. Maybe start off with 4 or 5 in your first set and work your way up to 10. Now, I know some of you guys take my classes. We do these pretty frequently. So we'll go 30 seconds inchworm, 30 seconds inchworm, and then 30-second mountain climber. So you can add those however you see fit. Inchworm, mountain climbers. Third set, I told you guys I'd give you a modification for that inchworm, didn't I? Let me give that to you. First off, one thing is the wider your legs are with inchworm, the closer you are to the ground. So that'll help. If you struggle getting to the ground here, instead of bending down, widen the legs, then bend over and go to it. If that's still a problem for you, grab you a bench. Here, if you grab a bench, you can do it this way, okay? You go here, hands come down, push the feet out, plank. There's your mountain climber, and then back up. Inchworm backwards here, mountain climber, and then walk back up, okay? That's a great modification for this one. All right, I'm gonna leave this here because this third exercise, we also might use that for a modification. The third exercise, you're gonna go, what? Are you kidding me? Third exercise is a burpee. Burpees. We're on day 9. Come on, we can do these. Burpees, we're going to give you some modifications for it. Burpee has 3 distinct pieces to it. The first one is just like that, the inchworm. It's just coming down to the ground and then pushing ourselves out into a plank. So it's down, out into the plank. That's your first movement. The second movement of the burpee is a push-up, which I know we did on day 1. And then the third movement is bringing that foot back up and up. 3 movements. Try each one of these independently. Work your way down to it. Now I'll give you guys a little tip on this, or a little, I guess, a little backstory. About 15 years ago, I weighed 300 pounds. And my coach told me, he's like, you need to do burpees. It's the best full body interval work you can possibly do. I thought, as I said to myself, fat boys don't do burpees. Well, I learned how to do burpees, and I started off with 1, and then I did 2, and then I did 3, and then I did 4, and now I can do burpees. So just give it a try. Please, please, please don't tell yourself, I can't do burpees. I can't do burpees. Give it a try. Even if it starts here, even if it's this way, down, out, push up, and back. Woo. All right, that's the beginning of your burpees, all right? It's the same thing, it's just off the ground. So give it a try. 3 exercises: squat, overhead press, with or without weights. Squat, overhead press, and then go to your jumping jacks. Okay, that's your first set: squat, overhead press, jumping jack. Your second exercise, second group, is your inchworm with your mountain climbers. Inchworm down, mountain climber, inchworm back. Third exercise is the burpee. Burpee what? Burpee, you can do it. You can modify it down here if you need to. Do the best you can. That is your high intensity interval training. HIIT workouts are not easy, but they're not designed to be easy. They're designed to get results. That's why I do them. Low impact, high intensity gets results. So give this one a try. Day 9, I'll see you guys post below. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say today. I'll see you next time.